I'd say the most important piece of advice that I would give my younger self is to follow your gut, follow your instincts. There are times in life where decisions will come along and your head or your heart will want to convince you that, maybe this not so great idea is a great idea because of the things you might get out of it. But your gut might be warning you against that decision.
How do you feel about your life right now? Are you happy? And what's your definition of happiness?
In terms of happiness, I think it's a personal definition. Some people are happy being quiet in the corner at a party, and others might look at that like, oh, that doesn't make me happy, so they must be unhappy. But happiness is very personal. Some people are extroverted, some people are introverted. So I don't think, my definition of happiness should be your definition of happiness or someone else's. I would say happiness is a goal that is not necessarily achievable, but someone should always work towards achieving. I don't think at any point in your life you're going to say, oh, I'm happy now. This is it. I've peaked. Life is a roller coaster. And I think as long as you're not in one of those extremes for too long, that is the journey of life. And that's kind of an exciting thing. The goal is to find some happy moments, find some people in your life that make you happy, some activities that make you happy. But part of life is enjoying the journey and that roller coaster. Look towards the horizon, look towards that, make your decisions in a positive way towards achieving that goal. You don't watch the hood of your car while you're driving, you look at the horizon where you're heading. And that's the best way to get there. If you stare at your hand, you're gonna make mistakes and little microcosms will happen.
There's so many Gen Z nowadays, more harder and stressful, and even more struggling compared to our previous generation. Why do you think that's the issue nowadays?
I'll try to answer this in two different aspects. One being just world economy and our society as it stands. 30% of your income should cover your rent and bills and stuff. And then you've got that 70% to save up, buy a house, have a retirement plan. Now, most people I know are paying 60, 70, 80% of their income on just rent. And then they have an expensive phone bill and gas bill. Economically, the world has done our generations a disservice. The second point I would like to talk about is mental health in a way. And that I hear generations above me, you just pull your bootstraps up, suck it up, get through it. This is how life is. That's a fine way to go about it. But when I look at those older generations now, I don't know if they seem happy. I think sucking it up for 60, 80 years of your life does not lead to fulfillment and a happy retirement. So I feel like we're in a transitional phase now where the younger generation are saying, no, the society is screwing us over. There are solutions to it if politicians would get their stuff together. Things can be done. Rent increases could be capped, and we're so far gone that now we have to retroactively work on that. So I'm proud of the young generation and how they're standing up and saying, no, this isn't right. People have anxiety in a way that I think they always had. I think people are just acknowledging it finally. I think everyone's always struggled. People have struggled to make ends meet. They're stressed about feeding their kids. That's always been a part of humanity for the last thousands of years. So I think we're in a transitional phase, and I see a lot of businesses allowing mental health leave. The government, in some aspects on the left, are acknowledging this. So I do have hope for the future, and I'm really proud of how the younger generations, Gen Z like yourself, are speaking up. And you are the majority. If you get out and vote, change will happen.